You woke up in a sudden jerk from the sleep only to find yourself on the bed wrapped up in a blanket. You remembered waiting in the living room for your cold boyfriend Jungkook last night. It must have been Jungkook who brought you to the bedroom, you thought. You looked to the side only to find the place empty. You usually find him shirtless displaying his tattoos next to you at this time. You wondered where he went. It was a Sunday, and you were hoping to spend the day in the house cleaning and preparing for the coming weekdays. Slowly getting out of the bed, slightly stretching your arms, you walked to the window. Drawing the curtain open, you brought some light into the dark themed room designed under the supervision of your cold boyfriend, who you had been dating for 2 years now. After doing your bathroom routine, you put your hair into a bun and walked downstairs. You looked into the living room and Jungkook's home office to find them both empty. Walking to the kitchen, you found the best view you wished to see. Your boyfriend was making breakfast, giving you a good view of his back. You leaned onto the wooden door frame, looking at his muscles flexing while his hands moved rhythmically. It was not a new scene for you. He used to help you in the kitchen and even cook meals, but each time he did this simple gesture, you felt happier. Soon, Jungkook turned around to find you staring at him. A small smile came to his lips as you gave him back a bigger one. For how long have you been here? You let out a breathy chuckle and walked to the counter where he placed the prepared breakfast one by one. When did you come last night? Almost at 1 a.m., he said apologetically. Why? What happened? Is there any problem in the office? The new project that the team was working on got rejected, so we were working on it as per the inputs of the clients again. Does that mean that the project will be presented again? You asked in a worried tone. We are doing the presentation tomorrow. Hopefully, the clients will like it. You looked down, worried about the burden he had in the office. He was already tired and overdoing the work. You should have called me. Just work on the presentation after breakfast and I will manage everything. No need to help me in the kitchen for today. He chuckled, making you confused. I'm not going to work today. I need a break to refresh my mind. And the preparation? The preparations are done. Now I need to calm my mind. You nodded, looking back at your food. After the breakfast, you both found yourself on the living room sofa, cuddling up, playing a movie, with you under him and his head on your chest. Though he was heavy as a rock, it was comfortable for you. You both didn't know when you both slept in that position. The movie had ended on the TV while you both slept peacefully on the sofa till afternoon. After about 4 hours, you woke up with a huge pain on your chest. Jungkook was now lying next to you with his legs on top of yours. Gently tapping on his shoulders, you woke him up. I think we slept for too long, you mumbled as he hummed and helped you get up. You winced in pain as your chest was hurting due to the position in which you were both sleeping in. At night, after the dinner, Jungkook was on the rooftop waiting for you to join him for a stargaze. There was a slight cold breeze passing through, which made the temperature drop a little. He placed a blanket on the sofa where you both were supposed to sit and lit up some warm lantern lights and a slow music creating an ambience. Soon you joined him with 2 cups of hot beverages to enjoy and sat next to him on the sofa. He switched off the lights soon. The sky was lit up by the moon outshining the stars and illuminating the sides of his face. His eyes were on the sky and yours were on him, admiring his facial features. You took time to trace your imaginary fingers on his forehead, down his nose, slightly brushing his eyelashes and gently on his parted lips. During your imagination, you didn't realize when he had turned his face to look back at you. A shy smile crept on his face, noticing your unblinking stare on him. I love you. You suddenly confessed, making him more shy than he already was. I know, he exclaimed. Without saying any further, you moved closer to his body, and he instantly opened his arms, welcoming you to the warmth of his torso. Pulling your tiny figure closer, he draped the blanket over the both of you. Soon, your heartbeats became synchronized, and so did your deep breaths. You didn't know how the next day would be. You really hoped that Jungkook and his team got the success for which they worked for. But you had to admit that you loved how this day turned out to be. You could say it was the laziest, yet the most beautiful weekend you had spent together with the man who was sitting next to you, stroking your hair lovingly.